For a second week in a row, the Premier was again laughing off questions about youth crime.
Stephen Miles says his government is now laser focused on juvenile justice.
Yes, Kieran, after leaving youth crime out of his speech to the Brisbane Media Club last week and choosing to concentrate on the victims of natural disasters, Stephen Miles was finally acknowledging those Queenslanders living in fear after the alleged murder of grandmother Violene White in a shopping centre car park at Ipswich. He told Parliament that every wish of Police Commissioner Katarina Carroll will be granted by his government after her briefing of police needs to Cabinet.
I asked her to share with us their intelligence about these disturbing trends and tell us what more the government can do. Our government's response to youth crime must keep
laughing off questions about youth crime.
Our government's response to youth crime must keep
a laser focus on community safety.
But Kieran, then, almost unbelievably, for a second week in a row, the Premier was again laughing off questions about youth crime, this time from the opposition, on the transparency of court proceedings involving juveniles.
Will the Premier support the LNP and victims and open courtrooms today?
I call the Premier.
Well,
Hard to believe, Kieran, and as Queenslanders worry deeply about public safety, the cost of living and a critical housing shortage, their parliament was reduced to this today.
And let me say, I'll take that interjection.
Order!
Come in, Speaker.
Member for Everton.
Come in, Spinner, because let me say one thing, Speaker. They're as delusional today as what they were then. Because let me tell you, Member
for Everton,
they certainly didn't love you. In far from it.
But Stephen Miles was loving that raucous performance from his Education Minister, Grace, struggling to shake off his nickname, Kieran, of Giggles. Nobody was laughing harder than him. Now, on a much more serious note, all Queensland MPs joined the thoughts and prayers for Greens MP Amy McMahon today, injured in this horrific collision at inner suburban Kangaroo Point in Brisbane. Witnesses say the crash sounded like an explosion. CCTV capturing the moment a car ploughed into the vehicle driven by 37-year-old Ms McMahon. She was treated at the scene for head injuries and taken to the Princess Alexandra Hospital, where her condition remains serious but stable.